Okay, so I've given a brief introduction of what the buttons are for. I think the only one that we didn't look at is the number 2, and I think that one is the settings for the tone and volume, and that's not something that you're going to need now. If you're going to adjust the volume, you can use a button that is actually slides up or down to the right of the Bookport Plus on the side. And then the other buttons are below is a lock and unlock. Bringing it down unlocks the keys because if you bring it up, all of the keys will be locked. And then on the left side, you have your SD card that holds all of your media. And then this is the back of the Bookport Plus, where you have your battery. If you want to take it out, there should be no reason to take it out. The only time that you will be using that is really installing the battery, and there will be directions when you get the Bookport Plus. Let's see, underneath we have the place to plug it in so that we can charge the Bookport. And then on the other side, on the right side on the bottom, you have the slot to put in your USB connecting cord to do your downloads. And on the top, you have a slot on your left so that you can put in an external microphone, which you don't necessarily need to have, but you have the option because it does have an internal microphone. And then on the right of that, you can use headphones with it, and you have a slot for your headphones. I think we've now covered all of the buttons. So what I'm going to do is just give a brief demonstration and something that you can kind of go over to familiarize yourself with the Bookport. And I'm going to use an example with a book that I have in here on how to navigate by page and by paragraph, etc. And we'll also set a bookmark. So here we go. The first thing we're going to do is turn the Bookport Plus on, and we're going to press and hold the button that is on top to the right, and it has the tactile marker on it, that green button. We're going to press and hold it.
2:09 p.m. SD card Daisy title. Johnson's Captain Field Day.
Okay, so it automatically tells you the time, and it tells you the title that you are currently on. Now, today I don't think we're going to get too much into the menu key. The only thing I'm going to do is just press it and then navigate just so you can kind of hear what's there. But this is the key that you're going to use to do any settings, change the date and the time. This is where I went to change the date and the time and to put it on the correct date and time. So we're just going to briefly go through these buttons. So right below the power button is the menu key. We're going to press it.
Menu. Edit. Use right or left key to select item. Press play stop or down key to confirm or up key to cancel.
Okay, so it automatically tells you what to do. So you have to just listen to the voice guidance. And we're going to press the right arrow.
Recording.
Mm-hmm.
Playback.
Mm-hmm.
Bookmark. Voice memo.
Mm-hmm.
Backup. Media management. System. Edit.
Okay, so it has all of these different settings in there. If we need to make any changes, we will do that through the menu. Now, for us to cancel out, we can do one or two things. The up arrow or the asterisk key on the bottom of your keypad will do the cancel. So for now, I'll use the up arrow.
Cancel.
And it cancels out for me. In general, the star key, the asterisk that is bottom left, is the key that you can use to cancel out anything. But this up arrow also will do canceling for you. So the next thing that we're going to do is get into a title. We're going to use the Junie B. Jones book as an example. But I'm going to show you how to find the title that you want once you have it downloaded. So we're going to press the title key, and we're just going to listen.
SD card Daisy title 2. Junie B. Johnson's Captain Field Day. In the folder. 4. Titles in the media.
So it's going to tell us what the title is and what type of file it is. Because some of them will say TXT, which are text files. And some of them will be DAISY books, and they will say that they are DAISY books. So let's see what else we have on here. And some of the titles are already preloaded onto your Bookport Plus. The Moby Dick book, the Story of the American Printing House for the Blind, and a few other titles, Alice and Wonderland, are already preloaded. So let's press and see what else do we have on this Bookport Plus.
3. Hamlet.
Okay, we've got Shakespeare's Hamlet.
4.
History of the Making. The Story of the American Printing House for the Blind, 1858 to 2008.
Text 1. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland TXT. In the folder. Carol Lewis. 5. Titles in the media. 2. Through the Looking Glass TXT.
Okay. Pressing the right arrow.
Martha, the Scrivener-A Story of Wall Street TXT. In the folder. Melville Irvin.
Now, if I wanted to go back to here again, I could do the left arrow, but I'm going to continue to do the right arrow.
4. Moby Dick Ward, the White Whale TXT.
Okay.
5. Type TXT. Daisy title 1.
Bookport Plus, Quick Start.
And this is a file that's also preloaded.
4. Titles in the media.
And that Bookport Plus Quick Start is the first title that you should even get into, and that will also help you. Will give you a quick tutorial as to how to use the Bookport Plus.
2. Judy Jones's Captain Field Day.
Okay, this is the second book that we're going to get into, and I'm going to go ahead and press play.
Said. Did not, she said.
Okay, so
I said.
it automatically starts playing where we left off. So I'm going to just pause it for a second. If while we're playing, and I'm going to press play again, and we want to increase the speed or decrease the speed, we're going to do the up and the down arrow, and I'm going to demonstrate that. I'm going to increase the speed. Okay, I'm going to decrease the speed by doing the down arrow.
Conversation always starts the day off right.
Okay, down arrow to decrease the speed even further.
Chapter 2.
It's really slow. I'm going to increase it a little bit.
School. Room 9 was very,
One more time.
very exciting.
Increase it with the
Kept
up
laughing and
arrow.
jumping and giggling and shouting. Me and my best friends Grace and
Okay.
Lucille run and skipped all
And
over
then
the
what I'm
class. We
going
had
to
warm up
do,
our muscles for
let me
field
just pause it for a second so you can hear my voice and not the book that's playing in that voice. While I'm playing it, we're going to go back and we're going to hear what it says, and we're going to use the left and the right arrow to go back and then forward, and it will go back by phrase and sentence.
That's why. All of cause we had to warm up our muscles. Me and my best friends Grace and cause we had to warm
I'm
up
going
our
to go
muscles
forward
for
now, right
all
arrow,
of a sudden, my teacher hollered our
okay,
name.
and I'm going to pause. Now, if you want to go back by paragraph or forward by paragraph, again, we're going to do the number 1 and the number 3 key, and then by page, and this book is set to go by pages, by 4 and 6, and then by chapter and heading 7 and 9 key. So we're going to go back just by paragraph, and then we're going to listen for a few seconds, and then I'm going to pause it to have it spell a word. So I'm going to go through that. So the first thing is we're going to go and play from where we left off.
Lucille, Judy B, Grace, please take your seats right now. 9. We stopped real fast.
Okay, I'm going to pause. And if you heard it say 9, that means it's telling you you're on the page number. The books that are already formatted by page, it'll tell you what page you're on as it turns the page, and it will say 9, as it just did that we're on page 9. Now, I've paused it, and now I want to go back by word. Now, remember when you're playing a selection, if you press the 1 or the 3, it'll go back or forward by paragraph. But if you want to go back by word, you pause first. So that's the big button in the middle, the play, stop, pause button. And then we're going to go back by word. I think the word that we just heard was fast. Let's see if we can find it.
Fast.
fast. And fast dot means there's a period. It was at the end of a sentence. So fast. So now that I'm at the word and I heard it say that, I'm going to do the right arrow to have it spell the word letter by letter. F A S T dot. That means the period. Sometimes if there's another word after it, it will say space. Okay, whatever punctuation is there, it'll say the punctuation. So this is a good tool for students. And what I'll ask students to do is, if you're listening to a book and you're not sure how to spell a word, pause. Have it spell the word, and either you write it or braille it, and keep a notebook of those words, and then look it up. Okay, increase your vocabulary and improve your spelling.